What's up, budget crew? Check it out, guys. Boy, do I got a story for you. So, that right there is a brand new, well, not brand new, but it's like really good condition. It's a 35,000 miles automatic transmission for the 99 Civic Coupe. Now, before you say anything, let me tell you what happened, all right? So, I'm driving the Civic one time, me and my girl, and we're making a left-hand turn. And as we're making that left-hand turn, we hear like a weird, like kind of like a scraping noise. It's like a, you know, and we're like, what the hell? Like, what could have made that noise? So I'm starting to thinking. I'm like, okay, maybe the wheel bearing, But if it were that, it would have constantly be making the that noise, and this would only happen when we would make like left-hand turns. So I eventually came down to thinking, okay, maybe the transmission is low on fuel, on fluid, because I had done the oil change recently on the engine, and that was good. So I checked the dipstick on the other transmission, and this one is empty. I think this is the new one I got. I'm pretty sure they drained it, but the dipstick on the other transmission was marking like really really low. So I figured, I was okay, maybe it's low on fluid, and when I make that left hand turn, all the fluid goes to that side, and something's grinding there maybe. So I ended up hopping on Facebook Marketplace. I found some OEM Honda transmission fluid, and I added like not even half a quart to the transmission, parked it, and left it as that. The next day, my fiance, she took the car to work, and she called me saying that the car was acting up, that it was like kind of like wanting to stall on her. So I told her to pull off to the side to get off the freeway, and the transmission, she said, just the car just ended up like making like a weird like crunching noise, and the car just died on her, and she wasn't able to get it started anymore. So I drove to her, and I checked it all out. I wasn't able. I had to push the car off to the side. Tried to start the car. It did start once again, and I tried to put it in gear, like reverse or drive, and it grinded. It was like, I was like, okay, yeah, the transmission's toast. So, I feel like that's my fault. Maybe the transmission did have some fluid in there, and that half a quart that I added was more than it needed to be. And then something slipped, and I'm like 98% sure that's probably what happened, because before this the car was shifting just fine. Before that noise. So who knows. So I did the first. Originally the plan was to drain the old one and then top it off, because I got exactly like three full quart ones and then a half a quart. But I was kind of being cheap, so I was like, nah. I was like, I'll just top it off. Maybe that's all it needs, instead of draining it and adding exactly the 3.5 quarts I think that it takes. So, now transmission's freaking jacked up on the other one, so I'm gonna start to disassemble all that. I still got the 3 quarts. I think I might need one more quart, so I'm gonna order that online before I swap this in there and fill it up. But yeah, guys, don't be cheap, don't be lazy. Do it the right way next time. If you're gonna do it, just to make sure that you got all the fluid in there, drain it. So one more thing too, the way I'm gonna find out how much liquid is in there is I'm gonna drain it right now, and we're gonna see how much liquid is in there. I have little separate quart bottles so we can measure. I'm gonna measure out the half a quart that I originally added, and then I'm gonna drain the rest and see how much was originally in there, and see if that was the cause to the transmission fail. But yeah, we'll see, guys. We're gonna go check it out right now. I'm gonna start removing the intake. Start disconnecting all the sensors, and the hoses and all this shit. Fudge. We'll see. Alright. Let's get started. These are this little 8mm. Okay, leave that there, it is. Alright, let me undo these real quick. Okay, we dropped a little bracket there. Alright, I think I might have to remove the bumper in order to get this one out. Who knows, I might be able to just leave it there. It shouldn't be in the way. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna leave it like this. Let me go put this away. Actually, I forgot that our little plastic liner here was all torn up, so we can actually unscrew that and we can get the pipe out, and then might as well get out the way. Alright guys, so check it out. Here's how much oil we got in this transmission. You can see it right there, right away, all the way to the top. So I'm not sure if that looks like a lot to me now, but we'll see. We're gonna drain it, guys. I think I'll drain it tomorrow. For now, I'm just gonna start disconnecting all these little sensors and stuff. Alright, check it out, guys. So these are all the sensors I've disconnected so far from the harness. This long one goes down here. You got this one, goes right here for the O2 sensor. This one goes right here. And then we got this little skinny one down here that I still haven't removed. I tried yanking on it, just like pulling it straight ahead. It is pretty hard. So I do remember on my other Civic, it was broken, so it literally just like you pushed it in, like it didn't take too much to, you know, yank it out. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to wiggle it, probably get some pliers or something, get a better grip. So I'm gonna remove that. Oh, I disconnected these down here that hook up to like the bottom of the transmission. And then if you follow that up, we do have a ground cable here that I'm gonna be disconnecting. Boom. And I might actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to take out this little bracket here and then take this one out up top. I'm gonna remove the starter, and then after that, yeah, then I think I might drain the coolant, because I'm not sure if we might lose some coolant. So I'll probably drain that first, then drain that oil and see how much we have. But all right. I have to start undoing these as well up top. Alright, so yeah, definitely get some pliers and just pull it straight out. And there you have it. Right there. That looks pretty dirty, clogged up. Anyway, yeah, I definitely get some pliers because I did have to yank it a little hard there. So we're just gonna follow this harness here and see what else we have to unplug. So you see, so that top half loops down here to the bottom to those connectors we already pulled out. So we gotta undo this ground, undo that real quick. It's a 10, and disconnect these connectors here on the starter. Oh, wrong one. For the sake of not losing these bolts, I'm just gonna bolt them right back up. I might even have to take them off and put them onto the other one, so we'll see. But for now, if we're not losing them, I'll put them back on. Alright, there we go. So got that. Now we gotta undo these right here. So that's like a 12 maybe? 14? We'll see. Let's see, 14. That's too big. 12. Yep, 12. Put this guy loose. Shit, I don't think we're gonna be able to. There we go. Took that nut off, and this thing comes right out. And then I think, okay, yeah, we're gonna throw this back on. And then this one right here, this one just comes right out, I think. Yep, unplug it. And there we go. We got all this harness unplugged. We're gonna have to disconnect the distributor and all that. fucking a little tough right here. Alright, we'll come back to that one. Just connect this one up here. It's right there. There we go. Okay, this is the last one right here. What the fuck? This thing is on there. There we go. It's clipping, but it's not. Let's see, what if I take this whole thing out? Oh, that thing's on there, guys. Let me go get some cleaner real quick. Alright guys, don't get too excited. We're gonna spread this down just to like kind of break loose any dirt that might be in there. That usually does the trick. Oh, nice. Ah, there we go. You guys didn't even see the fun. Alright. Got that disconnected. Let's see what else. Sure, I'm gonna have to take these hoses out. These are all up in the way. Turn off the flash eye. Unfortunately, I can't record in the fisheye mode with the flash on, so that way you guys can get it more view, I guess. Okay, we got a lot of connectors, so good thing I'm recording because definitely want to make sure we plug everything where it needs to go. Okay, spider web. This should be good. Just this big hose here. Gonna remove this for sure. I see, I'm good right now. And we'll see, hopefully this one doesn't have any coolant going through it. Oh, it does, yeah. Okay, so we'll hold off on that. I'll do that tomorrow. So, alright guys, that's a nice little start. But we will be back tomorrow. Peace. Alright guys, so got the Civic up on jack stands. Or one jack stand and the floor jack. I already broke loose the drain bolt here for the transmission fluid, so we're gonna let this thing drain and let's find out how much oil we had in here, or have in here now. So once we get this to fully drain out, we're gonna fill up that that half a quart that I initially added in, and we'll see if that was the cause. I don't see any like I don't know, like little shards or anything that stands out, you know, flakes, or we'll see. There's a lot of oil now. It probably was now that I'm seeing draining this is definitely more than half a quart, so that probably was my downfall here. Fuck it. RIP. Alright, but while that drains, as you can see, we got all the harness out of the way. You guys can see a lot better now. So once that drains out, we're gonna store that away. Then we're gonna drain the coolant, get these coolant hoses out the way. Just this one here, and that should do it. After that, we're gonna remove this shifter cable here. Might even be able to remove the whole bracket. Yeah guys, we're getting there. After that, we should be able to remove the starter, motor mount here, and I think we have one more in the bottom. We'll see. This one right there, I believe so. We'll see. Gotta set up that engine support bar as well, that way we don't have any accidents happen. Wow, yeah, that definitely was my downfall. Too much tranny fluid. RIP guys. Wah, wah. Alrighty, so here's our transmission drain bolt. Look at all that sludge. Gonna wipe this off real quick. Oh wow, that's a lot. Look at that. Okay, gonna throw this back on. All right guys, moment of truth. I know already for sure, just from me, you know, draining it and getting a feel for it, I know that it was the oil, the transmission fluid. I put way too much. All right, not way too much, but that half a quart that I added was like a lot. RIP. Damn, this whole fucking jug is about to get filled up. Pretty much. Yeah. So yeah, definitely overfilled it. God, rookie mistake, guys. And something in me was like, yo, just drain it. Drain it and fill it up. But nope. I wanted to be a cheapo, and I was like, nah, I'll just add a little bit and then we'll see how it is. But it's all good, guys. It is what it is. We live and we learn. Sometimes we gotta learn off of others, so you guys better learn off of me. That drained everything right there. Every drop. There you go. Alright. Look at that. That thing is filled up, guys. It's right here. That's what the 3, almost like 4 quarts, I guess. Yeah, 3 point. That's crazy. Yeah, I'd say that's like 4. So yeah, and that's how much I think the transmission takes, like 3.2 or 3.5. So it was probably just right, you know, maybe just a little bit below. And I added a whole ass half a quart. So most likely that caused the slip and then yeeted it. So it's all good. Got that drained out. So I guess now I'm gonna drain the coolant. That way we could get those coolant hoses out the way. Alright. Alright guys, and now to drain the coolant, we got a little butterfly locket or faucet thing right here. Nipple that we can just flip, take loose, and then it'll drop all the coolant for us. Thing is, this thing's like in the way. Something's not letting me get this thing out. Thing is, that stupid hose right here. I can like semi pull it out, but not all the way. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Yeah, this thing is fucking super in the way. That's not even letting me get this fucking little bolt out. Butterfly bolt, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, like it mashes right there, the little plastic. It hits with this line right there, so that's as furthest I can get it out, and it's just barely enough to get a few good drops out. There we go. Got another good screw. I think you just gotta force it. Okay, yeah, okay. Looks like we gotta just force it through. Alright, we'll open this to help with the airflow. Gushing. Let that drip down. Alright guys, picking up where I left off. I drained the coolant and the transmission fluid in that last clip, so now I'm gonna remove the starter, which is just two 14mm bolts. one down here and one up here. So I'm gonna take these off real quick, remove the starter, get this coolant hose out the way, and this one should be good. Might take it out still just to get it out the way. And then I've seen a couple other videos where some guys did remove the distributor and another person didn't, so I'm gonna see if I can get away with not removing it. I think I should be good. They probably just removed it just for like clearance and shit, just to like not mess it up and just to have more space. So yeah, let me take the starter out real quick. Alright, so we got two bolts holding the starter in. The longer bolt goes on the bottom end here, and then the shorter end goes up top. Get this thing out of here. Up and out. Alright, so we got this starter out the way. Got this coolant hose tucked away here. Now I'm gonna remove this transmission cable or shifter cable. I already had it disconnected from where it's supposed to be. So pretty simple, guys. Got that pin. Pull this out. Got these little like washer type things. As for this whole thing, I don't think I'm gonna mess with this. I think I can just remove the whole assembly or that little bracket. 310s or 310s or 12s. And we should be able to get all of this out. And then got a couple more connectors here. These out. Okay, I'm probably gonna spray these shits down with some connector cleaner, because these things are fucking on there, not coming off. So let me go get that real quick. Alright guys, so electronic cleaner definitely did the trick. Sprayed it down like 3 times and then had to push it down really hard and kind of just wiggle it out and use my other hand to push it out as well. This one here is, this bracket's in the way, so I think we do have to remove it either way to get access to that little connector. So let's take these off real quick. Alright, so this one here, you won't be able to get it with the actual ratchet. So get a wrench and then, you know, do it that way. That way you don't have to mess with any of this up here. So get a 12 wrench, and then I had to smack it with the actual ratchet itself to get it, you know, all the way out, because I couldn't, it sure was tight. But got that broken loose, so I'm gonna take this one out first, and then these are broken loose as well, so I'm just gonna take this one out first and then I'll do the other two. Okay, so you actually won't be able to pull this out. I mean, you can, you just have to push this off to the side, but the top of the bolt hits that shifter cable or whatever. So I mean, you could pull it out if you want to, but I'm just gonna leave it there because we're gonna put it back on anyway, so it shouldn't fall off. So I'm gonna leave it there, and now we can start moving this harness out the way. Gotta be careful with this one here. This is for the foggies. Take that. Let's see what we got. Well, we got another 10 back here. It's right here. You guys can't see it, but it's right behind here. Alright guys, so got those bolts out, we got that bracket out of the way, pulled out the rest of the harness, everything is out of the way. As you can see now, all the connectors have been disconnected. We should be good with just leaving the harness and everything just bundled up right here, because it's not out of the way, and the transmission is gonna fall down, straight down, or yeah, when we pull it out. So we should be good. over here we got the harness. That's just on the side there. It's not really in the way of anything, so a couple other things we gotta remove. This little bracket here to disconnect this. I'm assuming it's like a coolant hose or something, or a brake line. So we're gonna undo this bracket, and then we got a little hose down here that we're just gonna disconnect. And what else? Yeah, so disconnect the one under here, take out that clamp, and then down here, I'm not sure, this is all one piece. So you know what, there's a bracket here, so I'm gonna undo this bracket, pull it down, and then we'll just leave this attached to the transmission for now, because I'm not sure where it goes down there. You see, turn on the flash for you guys. Okay, so that goes all the way down there. We'll see. I'm gonna have to take off the wheel anyway, so we'll see where that leads, but definitely gonna remove those. And that's pretty much it, guys. Just gotta remove the wheel, the axles, all that stuff that's in the way right here. Start taking out these bolts for the bell housing. I'm not sure how many we have, but I'll let you guys know. Alright, one more thing, guys. I also did undo this bracket just to give me like more wiggle room to pull it out, to pull it off to the side. Definitely helped out. So alright, guys, so got the Civic up on jack stands, both sides. Just to make everything easier when removing the transmission, I'm gonna remove all the little underlining, all the plastic, you know, underneath. And I was gonna remove this plastic here on the wheel well, but I think this is not gonna be too much in the way. It shouldn't be in the way at all, actually. Just this bottom one. You know, once I put the transmission down, I don't want it to scrape down or anything like that. And it'll give us more access to see those hoses that I was talking about, the one up top, so we can see where it goes to. This one, so we might be able to see. So let me take that out real quick. Should be a couple of 10 mil bolts. Okay. Yeah, got one right here. Alright, guys, check out. And then we got that little splash shield out the way. Definitely got a better visual of the transmission and everything underneath, and we can see right away that line goes straight into here, which honestly I don't know what it, I'm assuming it's like an oil feed line or something like that, but yeah, it's on there permanent, not permanent. It looks like we got some bolts up top, but I'm not gonna mess with that. So I think the easiest way about this is just to undo these clamps here, this one and that one right there, and just leave that attached to the transmission, and then we should be good. Alright, guys, we got those clamps out the way, and a cool little tip is once you get, if you're dealing with hoses that have been sitting for a while or just haven't been touched, like the clamps, the hoses tend to like stick to the whatever part they're on. So get some pliers, pinch the hose a little bit, not too hard, and just give it a little wiggle and a twist, and it'll break it loose, just enough for you to not struggle, you know, pulling it down. So I got that one. Give this one a little wiggle. These angles right. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now we should be good to pull these straight down. Hopefully we don't got no cooler or nothing. Let me see there. Oh, we got some fluid. No. Oh, fuck. It's all good. Let me go get some rags real quick. Okay, so now we got the torque converter plate here, or little cover. Two 10mm bolts, one on each side, one here and then one on the other side, and then we got this additional bracket here that these look to be 12 mils, and then this is a bigger one. So, well, actually we might even just have to only remove this one, these two. Actually no, because then when we drop it down it's gonna hit this, so we either have to remove this little down pipe, or I'm gonna see if I can remove the, yeah, because even if we start removing the bolts straight down, it's not gonna give us the clearance to take it all out. So we are gonna have to remove this out the way. This one, I think we got another one over here. Yeah, we got two. So yeah, definitely gonna remove this down pipe real quick. All right, so just about got this out the way. I got the, these are 14 millimeter bolts with a 12mm nut, and then these right here were 12mm nuts as well, I believe, and then these here are 17s. I think these are 17 nuts. So I already got all these broken loose, so I'm just gonna take them out and then drop down this little J pipe or down pipe. Alright, so put these back on there not to lose them, but we got our down pipe out the way, just pull it straight down, and now we got access to this little bracket here, and I believe this one as well. I think that's holding it up. So remove these two brackets, remove the little splash guard here and shield, and then we should be good to start removing these bell housing bolts. Oh, I gotta set up that engine support bar real quick though, so I'll show you guys how to do that. Alright, got these broken loose. These are all, these top ones are 12s, and then this one's a 14. Same on the other side, 12s and then 14. So let me finish unscrewing these guys, and I'll be right back once we get both of these brackets out. Alright, we got those mounts up and out of the way, or brackets, whatever you want to call them. We got one 10mm, and over here it's actually a 12, not a 10. So 110, 112. Let me get these out real quick. Alright, so yeah, okay, nice. Once you get that second bolt out, it literally falls right down. Alright guys, so now I'm just removing the bolts to the flywheel here. I'm just here's a little setup I'm using. So I'm pushing this in, and then slowly just giving it some pressure to rotate it. And then once this one's already broken loose, so I'm gonna take this one out. Then I push the next bolt over, and I use a wrench to hold it in place on this side, and the ratchet to break this one loose. So let me finish taking these out and let you guys know how many we gotta remove, and after this we should be good to start removing the wheels so we can take out the axles and the knuckles and all that. Alright, looks like we got 8 bolts here. Gonna put these aside, make sure we don't lose them. Alright, one more thing too that I just saw, the O2 sensor. Even though we disconnected it from the top, it is still attached by that little bracket here. It's slid in there, so push the clip and just pull it out and tuck it away so it doesn't get snagged on anything. And we are good to go, guys. I'm gonna start removing the tires now and get this bad boy out of here. Alright guys, first things first, got the wheels off. Let's get this axle nut up and out of here. Okay. Let's go get the other side. Now that we got that out the way, just gonna remove this little bracket here for the brake line just to give us more wiggle room. My bad. You guys can't even see me. Now, I do see we are gonna need some new, for sure we need new brakes and rotors. The whole suspension, to be honest, pretty shot. The bushings up top, the bottom, they're all dry, man. There's no grease in them. So for sure gonna replace all that soon. Get a kit or something. Maybe, yeah, probably would want to stay with the OEM. I'll ask my girl what she wants. She doesn't want to lower this thing, or probably not though. She's scraping everywhere. She does not need a lower card right now. Alright, got this. Start removing these pins that we got here. Let me go get a little pin, a pick actually. Alright, so we got all those pins out. It was just 3 of them. The one for the tie rod end, the upper ball joint or upper control arm, and the lower control arm one. The lower control arm one was pretty broken already. Most of them were all corroded, so luckily I have some replacements. So definitely gonna swap that out. Now we can break these bolts loose, or these nuts. These nuts. 17 up top, and for the tie rod end as well. And the bottom one I think is 17 as well. So they're all 17s. Break these loose. Deep one. This one's not getting good bite because of the motherfucking ham and the bolt. It's like going all the way through. Control arm. I'm doing it the wrong way. Oh wait, no, I was doing it the right way. Oh, I forgot this thing. Keeps. Oh no, yeah, we're able to get out. I remember there was one of them that kept spinning. Bottom, top, and side. Okay. Let me go get the sledgehammer so I can smack this up and out. I might have to smack the bottom one as well. And let me get some wire, or let me get a box so I can set this on there. Alrighty, got our sledgehammer. Let's see if we could get it with one go. Oh. Alright, let's cheat and this usually works, guys. Give me a second. Let me figure this out. Okay. Let's see. For sure, we can kick this axle in there a bit. You know what? I'm gonna lift this up just a bit. It's okay, guys, we're gonna swap these rotors out soon, so what happened? So we're gonna straighten this out, and then we should be able to pop that tie rod end out. Ooh. So maybe we gotta lift this up just a bit more. Right, there's no pin, nothing. Alright, let me grab some magical juice and see if that helps the situation, because we definitely ain't getting that thing out by itself. Alright. So one more thing we're gonna remove here is this bolt and this nut for the strut. They're both 17. So gonna put the wrench on this side, and then we're gonna ratchet the nut out of here. And I'm still struggling getting everything else out. Maybe once we get this bolt out, you know, it'll relieve some pressure and give us that wiggle room we need, because that shit is not coming out. I mean, everything out of there. And this should fall down. Let's see. Nice. Let's keep these together. Okay, we definitely got that up and down motion, which is nice. Let's see, I'm gonna lift this up one more time. That helps. I hate these tie rod ends, man. Literally, this shit makes no sense. They should come right out. I'm gonna go grab a fork because I didn't want to have to do this, but I might. Alright guys, so we got some progress. Got the top one off. Just gotta hose it down with some WD-40 and just really bang it. Bang this around the surrounding, and then it'll break it loose and you'll be able to get it out like this. So now that we got this movement here, what I'm thinking is maybe I can just get the axle out and then leave this hooked up, because that tie rod end is not helping me out here. Axle out from here. Let me disconnect it from the inside. This forks, man, useless. Okay, we're right here. So we could even just do it with the flathead, but we'll see if oh, I fucking socked myself. I got the shit out though, so alright, this is off. So let me go from the outside and we'll be able to pull it out all the way. Might not work. Actually, it might. This thing would have definitely been easier if that tie rod end came out, but that thing was not giving loose, so let's see, what can I do here? This brake line, I don't want to take this out. Okay, we're gonna have to put this axle back in there. Push this out. Let's see. Maybe we could work this around. No, okay. Okay. Okay, this is terrible. Do not want to be moving the axles like this and have them break on me, but stupid tie rod and fucking it up, man. Or did it? We got it. Okay, there we go. You guys seen that, hopefully. Got the axle out. Put this underneath here. And then Alright, now let's disconnect the other axle. Well, actually, let's see. I don't want to have to remove that whole fucking mess that we just did. I think we should be good with just disconnecting the axle from here, and then once we pull it out, it should just like slip out of it. Hopefully. So we're gonna, okay. Okay, so that's technically out. I kind of don't want to risk it. I think I'm just gonna undo all that mess I did over there. That's out as much as it's gonna go. Once we pull this out. Alright, we're gonna leave that. We'll risk it. We'll see. Hopefully you guys don't learn the lesson. Alright guys, got the engine support bar up and ready to go. I'm only going to be using one chain, and I'm using the distributor bolt. Originally I was going to use that extra bolt that we have down there, but the bolt is too big. So in the previous videos, now I know why they've use the distributor bolts, you know, because it goes through the chain. So no biggie, it should hold up. It's not going to be under too much load. We still got the other mount that is helping out. So alright guys, I think we're good to go. Get these bell housing bolts out of here. I think they're all like 17s. Let's see. Okay, yeah, 17s. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start taking those off, and then we could take these off from the transmission mount, and the one in the back, I think we are gonna have to take those off as well. So let me see if we could get a better angle from underneath. Alright, so we got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 17mm bolts, and then we have another 3 17mm bolts here for the bracket for the transmission / motor mount. And then we got the wiggle room now. You can see that you can let's see, you can see right there. You can see the tranny starting to. Okay, you can't really see too much, but it's wiggling. So most importantly, guys, make sure you got it supported. I got a floor jack here with a piece of 2x4 just to help support it up a bit. And then now we can remove the last motor mount bolts up top, which is another 317. Yeah, we got this one down here, and this one over here. Alright, so I'm not sure if these bolts are supposed to be like this, or this was just a little DIY from the previous owner, but that bolt goes there. And one thing to note is this one, there's 2 of them with the bracket. The larger bracket one goes up top, and then the one with the smaller bracket goes in the bottom. So the smaller bracket will go down there, and then with the big bracket will go up here. And all of them are the same size except for this one, which goes right here. So alright, so I also went ahead and removed these 3 14mm bolts just to fully get the motor mount or transmission mount out. So then there we go, guys. Technically, in theory, the transmission should only be held. Okay, my bad. We got this one here as well. So these should be another 17. Let's see if they're 14 or not. Should be 17 though. Oh no, it's 14. Okay, so we got 1 14 here, and then another one down there. Oh, 3 actually. So we got. Let's take a better look here. Okay. So we got 1, 2, and the one up top 3. So yeah, we got another 3 14mm bolts. I'm gonna undo those 3, and I might have to undo these 2 as well. Alright guys, so for this whole bracket in general, or mount, the 2 longer bolts are the ones that go straight up, and then these shorter ones are the ones that go into the actual transmission. Alright, so removing the last bolt of this bracket here, or transmission mount. So after we remove this bolt, then in theory, technically speaking, everything has been removed. Unless I missed something, we're gonna find out. But technically, once we lower the that little floor jack down there, the transmission should start going down with it. We might have to give it a little tug to like fully separate it and break that little grease seal or crud seal that's been caked on there for the longest. Alright, got the last bolt out. As you can see, that mount just falls right out. I will drop it with the bolt and everything. Okay, grab this bolt, this mount. Damn, this thing was shot too. Look at that. Alright. Moment of truth, guys. I'm gonna lower this thing real quick. See what happens. So, damn, I can't give you guys a good angle. You guys better pray this harness holds you guys. That shit's not gonna fucking work. Alright, time to put the chain on. Alright guys, I gotta kinda hurry up because I'm running out of storage and I got like 13 minutes of film time. Okay. Let's see, please. Okay. Close, but not yet. Like I said, that little built-up layer of crud is like still on there, so best idea I got is maybe just either we could wiggle it and like break it loose like that, or let's see, maybe we're missing a bolt here. I don't think so. I think we got them all. Let me go double check on the new transmission. All right, no, we got them all. So these three here are for that transmission mount on the bottom, and then we got the rest of our bolts up here, the ones that we removed already. So we should be good, guys. Like I said, it's just that layer of crud that I'm gonna try and remove, hopefully with the blade, and then we're gonna wiggle it and hopefully we can make it happen. Alright guys, so for whatever reason I'm like really struggling to separate the transmission from the block. It's already split, like I didn't even have to use the razor blade, so I just shook on it a couple times and then it eventually like split apart. But I can't get it to like come out all the way for whatever reason, so I'm thinking maybe that axle's playing a part in that, you know, and yanking it the other direction. So I think I'm gonna have to undo all this bullshit here as well. So not too bad. Just the little clips in the bottom, the 3 clips, and then undo that bolt, and then we should be able to get the play on the spindle to pull the axle out just from the inside. Alright guys, so I missed it, and there's one more bolt here right above the axle. So I did end up removing the whole axle, and good thing I did, because look what we got here. A little spring there. We got some more gunk in there, but I think this was the last bolt, guys. So let me lower this shit, and we definitely gotta break these two apart for sure. Alright guys, so that bolt was definitely the culprit. As you guys can see, we got the tranny fully separated now. This thing definitely came in clutch. So I'm just gonna give it some more room, or more chain, as far as down as I can go, and then should be able to just bring it straight down with the floor jack. Alright guys, so I just had this chain here just for safety, you know, just in case if it did try and slip out or something, you know, I would have something that would hold it and minimize the damage. But yeah, we got it all out now. I think I'm gonna lift this up a little bit more, hold it up with the chain, and then remove that jack, or reposition it if anything. Alright guys, my fault. So what I ended up doing was I ended up just removing the chain completely. I wiggled it a little bit more, and then that flywheel just came right off. So it literally fell down. So got that out the way, and then I lowered the floor jack all the way down, and the transmission literally just fell, and then it tipped over. So I just yanked the floor jack off, and then we got it off now. So what I'm gonna do now is just lift up the car a little bit more so I can wiggle the transmission out of there, and then we'll bring the new one in, wiggle it in, and then get everything bolted up. Or you know what? It kind of looks like we might have the room here to just pull it straight out. I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. Let me get this clip for you guys. I have a bad habit of not really recording much. And gotta show the people what they want to see, man. So this tranny is fucked, so we're gonna scrape this. We're okay with that. Okay, our bumper might. Alright, we're gonna lift this up just a bit. Alright, lifted it up just a tad bit more, and that should give us all the space we need. Nice. Alright, unfortunately I'm like completely out of fucking film time. I got like 6 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it here, put all this shit away, get the new tranny, line it up, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so quick inspection real quick, make sure all of our sensors are legit and good to go. I did notice that one of them was broken here, so I'm gonna swap that one out. Might even swap this little bracket here. This is a little bent. This one's not, so wouldn't hurt. This bracket up here as well, I don't have it on this one. I didn't have it before, so I think I'm gonna remove that. This thing's probably in the way, so I'll leave it there for now, I guess. But this is the sensor I was talking about that's broken, which is this one right here. Let me break this loose. Alright guys, got that sensor swapped out. Went ahead and removed this bracket and this bracket. I just threw them on here for now. I didn't have them on there before, and it didn't really cause any issues, so weight reduction, baby. So let's go take this back over there, line everything up. Alright guys, my phone is literally about to die. It's at 4%, but real quick, just wanted to show you guys how I slid the transmission underneath the car. Good thing I got this, guys. I highly recommend this if you're doing this by yourself. Right now, as you can see, I've been twisting it and just slowly pulling the transmission up, and right now I should be able to slide this underneath and just jack it up all the way, line it up, get the flywheel on there, and then tighten everything up. So I want to show you guys the whole process, so I'm gonna take a little break, charge my phone, get some food in me, and then you know, we'll come right back to this. But for sure I'm gonna not leave this hanging like this. I'm gonna get it situated on the jack stand and on the floor jack, and we'll be good to take our 5. All right, check it out, guys. So like 5 breaks later and 3 headaches. We still haven't got it in all the way. We got it lined up almost. We're like almost there, but I lift it up and then I lower this down and like it doesn't line up. So then I raise this up and lower this and it still doesn't line up. So then I lower both of them up, the floor jack and the fucking support bar here, and it still doesn't line up. It's like almost there, guys, but it's just not lining up, or it's not going in actually. So unfortunately I think we might need a second person here, just so I can have someone like lift up the floor jack as I like pull up and guide it. This thing does help a lot, but it's a lot more trickier than, you know, you gotta actually like wiggle it and then make sure it's not hitting any corners. So I got 10 minutes left of film time, so I'm gonna try and do it again. If not, I'm gonna wait for my brother-in-law and see if he could give me a hand here. But not bad, guys. We're almost done for the most part. You can't do it by yourself. Like even this, I'm pretty sure I can do it. I just gotta keep struggling and I'll find a way, but we'll see. All right, guys, we finally got it. Check it out, though. I did have to bring in another floor jack just to like help level it out, because I was trying to use like a piece of wood to get it even, you know, pressure point or whatever, and be able to lift it up, but the wood just kept slipping and it was just not working. So I ended up just bringing that second jack, and I had to like literally lift it a little bit on this side, lift it a little bit on this side, lift it up on here, or let it loose or adjust. I had to make adjustments all around until I was able to get this long bolt in first. You guys remember this big long one right there? So I got that one in first and I started threading it. Started threading all these. They go in just fine, as you can see. They're not forced or anything, so we should be good there. Got this top one in there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release both of those floor jacks and then finish tightening everything up. I might have to loosen this a little bit, but yeah, we're gonna tighten these up. And I also did put this bolt in here, that last one that I forgot. This one, I went ahead and threaded that one in there as well. So now that I have all those on, like I said, I'm gonna lower this thing down, try to spin this so I can get those little bolts on there, and yeah, guys, we should be good after that. Alright, guys, so now I'm just tightening up these little 10mm bolts on the flywheel, spinning it around and just tying them all up as tough as I can. Not too hard, you know, but snug enough. Alright, guys, so we got those bolts to the flywheel on. We got the little cover for the flywheel as well. Now I lifted up the transmission just a bit so I can get these bolts in for the rear transmission mount. Okay, that's in. Thread this on there. Nice, guys. So I think I'm gonna do this mount and then the upper mount, and then I'm gonna leave the rest for tomorrow because it's already dark. I mean, I got flashlights, but I'm not really trying to work out here at nighttime. It's cold and there's freaking coyotes and it's scary. Oh shit. good. Get this other last one real quick. Okay, so this one doesn't look like it's lining up at all. Lower this thing. Let's see if that helps the situation. Alright, so it looks like this one's still not lining up all the way. Let's see. Okay. Looks like we gotta move the tranny just a bit. Or will this mount move? It doesn't. Shit. What the heck? Alright, let's try to lift this up one more time. Alright, so that definitely did the trick. We just had to lift it up a tiny bit. So we got all these bolts on. Let me screw them on all the way so I can tighten them up and finish up with that other mount. Alright guys, so now we got the transmission secured to the block and secured to the chassis, I guess. Got all the motor mounts are good, tightened up. The side one here, the one in the bottom back there. Got all of the bolts tightened up, all of these. So now I'm just gonna start putting these brackets down. Additional brackets in the bottom before I took out that downpipe, if you guys remember. So let me throw these back on. They are labeled rear and then for front. So, and they all take one bolt of each. So we got one thick one, one short skinny one, and then a little long one. Alright, so real quick, for the rear mount, there is one bolt that's going to be a bit longer, and that's for this right here, this end. As you can see, it does need that extra length for that, so that's where it goes. Forgot to mention that before. Alright, so now that we got these little stabilizer mounts, or whatever you want to call them, brackets, tightened up, let's throw this axle on. I'm actually going to need both my hands, so give me 1 second. I'm going to throw the passenger side axle on first. Alright, so I kind of got the axle in there. I don't believe it's all the way in there, but it's in there enough to give me room to wiggle this back in here and insert it, and then once that's straightened out, I should be able to push it in further in. Okay, at least with this up here, I'm gonna try to put the axle in there. Oh, there you go. You see? Wow. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that went in there. So now I just gotta. Yeah, I really don't like doing this to the brake line, but. Let's go double check before I try and force anything in. Okay, nice. Alright. Got the axle in. I can wiggle it back in here. Let me get rid of this wire. There we go. Diesel spooling. All right, hell yeah. All right. That top nut was this smaller one. Okay. The bottom one, we didn't even have to actually take that out, honestly. I was just going off of other videos that I've seen. It's like 2 other videos. But I mean, I guess I found a faster way, shortcut. Okay. Let's try and do the driver's side. So let me undo this wire here. Alright guys, so I'm sorry, my fucking greased up fingers stopped recording while I was trying to show you guys how to get this in there. But basically, this little shock tower, right now as you guys can see, it's on there straight. So you pull it out towards you and then pull it to the right and it'll get wedged in right here. So it'll be sitting like that, and then you get the axle and you use this part to like get it in sideways, and you pull it in towards you, and then you line it up and you'll be able to stick it straight into the transmission. So got that in there, wiggled this in here, and I was able to just strain this out. This is in all the way. Might even throw this little axle nut in there just to keep it from going in and out. Alright, let's do this passenger side. My bad, my phone was kind of acting up while I was filming the driver's side, so let's see if we can get this. The smaller nut. Let's see, I'm gonna lift this up just a bit. These rotors, man, they gotta get replaced. Coming soon, coming soon. Alright. Alright, got that one. This bottom one, that again, I don't think we really needed to, but I mean, if I would have been able to get it off, you know, that would have been so much easier because it would have just completely been out of the way. But I mean, you do have to remove it all. So I mean, this way you can still leave everything on and not have to deal with it. Okay, lower this now. I have to lift this up just a little. This thing is not cooperating. Oh, wait, no. You know what? I'm gonna have to undo that top one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to undo that top one and set that center bolt in first. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Let's see this bolt. Okay, so this thing is not wanting to go in smoothly. I have to fucking help this food, cause okay. There we go. Lift it up just a little bit. And you'll be able to get it out of the. Oh, wrong one. This one right here. Alright, now we can do this one. Lift it up just a tiny bit, just to get it all the way in. Alright. And lift this up one more time. Tighten this bad boy up. Should be good. Got my little baggie here of clips or pins, because those other ones we had were pretty banged up. Alright, so this will do. Let's see. Let's actually twist this a little bit more. There we go. In there. Flip this guy this way and this guy this way. Nice. Alright, so we got that one. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one right here. That's where this one goes. This one does go here, I guess. My bad, guys. I thought I had lost the fucking bolt, but it was in my back pocket this whole time. And even then, I don't believe it's the one that's supposed to go in here, but it fits, and it's the same on the other side. It's not like these where it gives you, you know, those little teeth to put the pin through. This one just goes up all the way, and then, you know, you stick the pin through her still. It's a 17, yeah, I guess so. My bad, I guess I'm just tripping. This up. Let's see, I hope we don't have to do an alignment. That would suck. Not really, but it's just one more thing to do. Alright, these pins, we'll throw these ones on there. throw this one the other way. Okay, I don't think this pin's gonna work actually. I have to use a standard straight pin. And this one's too big. Bruh. Alright, we're gonna just reuse these little old ones, I guess. That'll do. We should be able to use this one for the bottom. Alright, let me tighten that just a little bit more. Alright. Actually, we still gotta do a little bit more. This thing is not gonna go on. Oh, actually, we got it through here. Alright. Alright. So there we go. We got this one. Got this top one, tie rod end. Now we just need that axle nut, brake line, and that's it for this side. I mean, look at this. Our axles aren't fucked though. Definitely gonna have to replace all that in the future. For sure. Well, you know what? I'm so great. I'm tripping. Alright, so now that we got everything tightened up, just need this brake line, bracket, and axle nut. Definitely gotta tighten up these little Phillips screws that hold the disc there, or the rotor. Okay. Phillips head, tighten these up. They were really loose on the other side. I think we only had one too. Alright, so now we just need this axle nut and throw the wheels back on. Alright, so this side is ready. I'm gonna finish the other side off, and then once we get to the same stage, we'll throw the wheels on both sides, tighten them up, and then start hooking everything up so we can drop the car, fill up the transmission fluid, and fill up the coolant. Alrighty. So here, you can see this thing's real loose. We're missing one, so I stole one from my Civic. I'll throw it on here. If it fits, I don't think it's gonna fit. see, maybe this one. Oh, you know what? This one, mine does look a little thicker. Let's see. Yeah, that one's not going in for sure. That's weird. Maybe that's why they only have one. Yeah, I guess so. Look at that. The other screw I had fits in that one, but this one is not. Probably stripped or something. Yeah, it's like just keep spitting it out. That's all good. We're gonna get some new rotors anyway. New brakes, all that shit. So let's tighten these bad boys up. I actually have to lift this up just a bit. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot on the other side? The fucking bolt and the nut to the strut. Not bad, guys. I would have finished this yesterday, but we did get some rain here in Arizona, so you know I had to kick back. Shit. Drop that fucking bolt. What is going on? Should do it. Let me get those safety pins. You know what? I think these are still salvageable. I'm gonna have to turn this a bit more. I think that was a little bit too much. Alright, need a tiny bit more. I think this pin is a little too big. Let's see if I can grab another one. Alright, these are the only type I got right now, so let's hope this works. It should. Nice, it does. Perfect. Okay, so that's that. This one for the bottom. Or you know what? I might have to use this one for the side here. Oh, that's too big. Alright, definitely going in the bottom. Yeah, tighten this up just a little bit more. Uh-oh. This pin is not. Alright, so I couldn't get that pin in. It was a little too thick, so these right here definitely came in clutch. This one, however, we might be able to use right here. Nah, it's too thick for that as well. And then this type of pin won't work on this because that nut doesn't have those teeth for this little pin to bite into or lock into. So this is just gonna go straight in and just come right out. So there's no point in us even wasting this one. We'll hold on to this thick one. And I guess, I mean, this beats nothing. This one was already broken, so we'll see if it withstands one more use. Yeah, I can't even stick it in there. I can stick it in backwards. Yeah, this ain't gonna work, to be honest. Alright, fuck it. We should be good, guys. This thing's not gonna... Oh, there we go. Got that in. Let me just bend it once and call it a day. And even then, that could probably wiggle out. Should be good. We're gonna replace this soon anyway. Alright, so we got all those tightened up. Let me get this wrench. Alright. Got this pinned up and tightened. Bottom one is good. Tie rod in is good. Now we just gotta tighten up this bolt and nut for the shock absorber, or yeah. Alright, that's on there. Alright. Looks like everything checks out. Just gotta tighten up that axle nut. Throw these wheels on. Nice, guys. We're almost there. So far, I was looking at my clips and I got like hour and a half of video time I gotta go through and clip, and a lot of fuck ups. It's all good though. and I really gotta invest in those electric ones, the little electric ratchets. Definitely come in clutch, not gonna lie. Alright. Axle nut time. That'll do. Alright, let me get these wheels. Alright. Alright, let's just triple check everything real quick. Got this little screw tightened up. Top one's tightened up secure. Tie rod end's good. Lower control arm or lower ball joint's good. That nut and bolt for the shock absorber, it's good to go. Axles are good. Alrighty. I think we are good to go. This wheel, however, is not, so look this up real quick. Alright. This thing back on the mat on the shop. Same thing here, guys. Let's just triple check everything real quick. Good to go. Right on. Alrighty. That's that. Now we can start hooking all this fun stuff back up. Should be fairly easy. Just gotta lay it all out and then it'll naturally kind of go where it needs to go. First things first, let me get this coolant hose. Okay, that's just a bracket. It's all good. It's coolant hose. Alright. Got this coolant hose. Alright. That's good. Let's start with this little bracket here on the side. Ooh, almost lost that. Alright, let me get this fucking ratchet because my fingers are like fucking cramping up on me. Come on. Whatever. Okay. What's the next one? Okay. Got that little bracket now. Let's start putting this fucking harness up. before we start hooking that up, let's get that starter in there. Let's give it a quick wipe down. Get this in here. These are 12s or 14s. If you guys remember, that longer bolt goes from the outside, and then the shorter one goes closer to the front of the car. Let's get the small one in first.
How you doing here?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. I see you busy, man.
Yeah, sir.
Loves you.
Right on, man. Appreciate that.
You go to church at all?
I don't know.
How come?
I just never really thought about it, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
We got a church super close to you.
All right. Alright, starter's in there. Let's pull this down. Now, this one, come on, blue and blue, gotta go together. Alright, blue and blue. This goes over here. If you guys remember, got this little one that goes right underneath here. Let's see. Right there. Oh, my bad, guys. I'm not gonna be able to show you guys. I really hope I got it in. There we go. I was worried for a bit because I was pushing it in and all I was hearing was like crunching sounds. I was like, fuck, I hope I'm not fucking it up. Alrighty, got that. Some here for the O2 sensor. This one goes down here for the secondary O2 sensor. These bottom two right here. pushing these clips in, or these sensors, connectors in all the way, but I'm not hearing no click or nothing. All that crud and fucking built up junk is just throwing it off, I guess. Alright, so here is where our 2 ground cables go. This one here, and then this one up top. So let's see, I know I left that little 10mm bolt somewhere. Okay, I think it's inside the car. Alright, so these are the bolts we need here. I don't know if I put these back on when I took them off, or I just misplaced the other ones, but luckily I have them here. Alrighty, let's get this side one in first. That's on there. Let's get this top one out. Uh-oh, I hear the ice cream truck. You know I gotta stop. Huge. That's a nice little snack right there. Alright, so we got this little one in there. Ground cables are all hooked up. Let's follow. This one's not tightened all the way, so that leads me to believe that something is supposed to go connected there. I honestly don't know, actually. I think it just goes on like that. We'll see. I'll look back at my videos. So this for sure was supposed to go there, but it's broken, so we'll leave it like that for now. Well, you know what? This one goes here. Oh no, it doesn't. This one does go here. This blue one. All right. Okay. This hose. Okay, we're gonna have to go from underneath this hose here. Oh man. Oh fuck, I fucked up here. Dang it. I didn't really fuck up, but I got this connector in there, but that bracket's in the way, and now to remove it, it's like there's no way. Oh wow, that's so fucking crazy. Just my luck. And that stupid little bracket's not even holding nothing. It's just okay. I wanted to move that so I could like put it from underneath here, but fuck it. It is what it is. We'll leave that there. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way. Now we gotta see where the rest of these sensors go. This one goes here. No. Maybe this one. Alright, what the actual frick? I'm like struggling here. Alright, so far we got the ones down there, the O2 sensor, these two, the other O2 sensor up here, this one down here, the little middle one, follow the loom. We got the ground cables, this one right here, follow the harness up. We got this big one for the distributor, and then these other ones, you'll see them, just line them up. They won't, there's no way you can fit them in the wrong sensor because they won't go in. This one down here, luckily that was the correct one, so hopefully we don't have to remove it. I mean, if anything, I could just grab some pliers and just pull this down and bend it. But yeah, got these two back here. This one right here. And that leaves us with this one down here that goes to the, I think this is the one that goes to the intake. And I think that's all of our connectors, our sensors. Yeah, nice. So just gotta bolt this back up down here. Alrighty, good thing I kept track of my bolts, because that's what we need here. And you know what? I think I'm actually gonna hook it up to this first before. So all the way down, I guess would be park, right? Let's see. Okay, there we go. So that's on there. Let's get that washer. Blink. This clip right here. Or pin. And we are good to go. Okay, so that's on there. Now you can bolt this up. Alright, so pushing it all the way down. Okay, that would be park. Let's see. Oh, there's a third bolt there. Oh, that's right. So there's 3 mounting points. Okay, okay. I'm good now. I forgot about that little bolt underneath there. Remember we left that underneath that little cable? So let's grab one of these first and secure this spot. There we go. Nice, guys, we're almost done. Okay, let's grab the second one. Let's see, let's hope everything goes back to normal. Or shit. Okay. Alright, get in. Okay, there we go. Alright. 12s. Oh no, these are 14. 12. Alright. That third one, we're just gonna hand tighten that one and leave it like that, to be honest. Alrighty, so this, it's all the way down, so it's good because we are in park. Nice. Alright. Sensor. Sorry guys, just triple checking everything here. Our ground cable and positive cable to our battery here. This is for our just go. This is for the starter, right? Yeah, this is for the starter for sure. Okay, let's just hope that was bent. Alright, I don't think this is supposed to be resting on it like that. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can. Let's see, bend that more for sure. Okay. This could either. Alright, I'm pretty sure this goes to the starter there, for sure. But I just don't remember how I got this cable over there, unless I undo this clip here to give me some more. Alright, so that definitely worked. But before I hook anything up, let me double check. Let me go back on my previous videos and see if that's actually where it goes. Alrighty. So, just watched some of my clips and this does go there. Just wanted to double check, guys. Did not want to fuck anything up. So, go ahead and take this nut off. Throw this back on. Tighten this thing up. Actually, you know what? I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Not with this one, at least. Alright, so that's on there. Now the only thing is this cable. I mean, I guess I could just tie it here. Let's see. Or I could zip tie it here. Let's see. Turn on this flashlight. Okay. Everything is connected, bolted up, tightened down, fastened down. Got all the sensors. Alright. Well, actually, no, we got one right here that I still gotta connect. Oh, this is the one that goes to the intake. Alright. Oh, these hoses down here. Can't forget about those. Alright, so we got these freaking hoses in. Luckily, that transmission came with its own hose from the other car, I guess, because this one, the one I had on mine, it wasn't long enough for whatever reason. So, thankfully we had this one. And I also had to replace that little fastener or clip, whatever you want to call this, hose clamp, because the stock one, this one, same as this one, it was not working, guys. I had both of my pliers and I couldn't get it to fit, so this was the easiest thing for me to do. So got these set up. Put this down pipe on real quick. Alright. Got it being held up by these two nuts right here. And then let's throw these on. The washer and our nut. I'll just fast forward real quick. Alright, we got everything tightened up. These 3 bolts here for the downpipe that go to the cat. These 2 nuts for the bracket. These were 12, and then the bolts in the back are 14, and these are 17. Yeah, everything's tightened up. We got these hoses all good to go. I do believe we closed this little butterfly valve last time. Yeah, we did. It's closed all the way. Alright, so now we just gotta top off our coolant. Top off our coolant and our transmission fluid. I'm gonna loosen up that bolt and see if there's any fluid in there, just to freaking double check, because I am not gonna just add it blindly. You know, I want to make sure there's absolutely nothing in there before I add anything. So yeah, let's just triple check everything once again. Boom. Yeah, I think we're good to go, guys. Axles are good. Okay. Alright, yeah. Oh, we just gotta throw in our intake. And we should be good to go. Right on. Oh wow, so just realized my phone's at 13%. We're pretty much done though. Just gotta throw on the intake. There's that last sensor connector. And yeah, guys, after that we're gonna top off the coolant, check the transmission fluid, make sure it's empty, and then we'll top it off. But yeah, let me do that real quick before my phone dies. Alright, so we got our intake back on. Very nice. Now I'm just gonna double check, make sure we don't have any transmission fluid in there before I top it off. So let's see. Alrighty, so looks like we're dry. So throw this back on there, and then we can top it off, top off our coolant, make sure we don't have any leaks, and we're good to go. Alrighty guys, check it out. I just got back from AutoZone. Now these were the 4 original quart bottles I had bought. Well, it was 3.5, so it was the 3 quarts and then the half bottle that I added to the transmission and fucked it up. So our transmission oil capacity is 4.1 quarts. So I couldn't find some Honda ATF locally, and I did want to get this in ASAP so we could get the car back on the road. So, you know, I got the 3 quarts of the Honda stuff, and then I looked a quick Google search, and I guess these guys actually ship out the oil to Honda, so it's basically the same but different, same specs and all that. So we should be good. Just that 1 bottle there. So we got the 4, and then I grabbed an additional bottle for that 0.1. So throw a couple drops in there after the 4, and we'll see how it runs. Alright guys, let's get this party started. Now I did notice we did have a little bit of coolant leaking down there. Some fresh coolant spots. It's a slow drip. It looks like it's coming from a hose around here somewhere. Either a hose or it's probably like leftover coolant from yesterday dripping down. We'll see. But for now, let me throw these transmission fluid in there. Alright guys, so I just added the 4 quarts of transmission fluid and just a tiny little bit of that 5th bottle, because it does say 4.1. so guys, it was like just a tiny bit that I added just to be safe, because I really don't want to overfill this. And looking at it now, it kind of looks like how the other one was. I think maybe the other one was a bit more, but we're gonna leave that there for now. We're gonna throw this dipstick down there, let that chill for a bit, hook up this battery, and we should be good to go, guys. All right, battery's been hooked up. Check our fluid level, looking good. We are good to start her up, guys. Not gonna lie, a little nervous, but let's get it. All right, guys. Here it goes. Okay, not good.